Hey folks, Mark Harrigan here. Welcome to the program. Today I have a testimonial from a former client named Eric, and he has generously agreed to share his story in the hopes of helping others.
Hi guys, I'm Eric. I'm from Las Vegas. I'm 23, and my story is pretty similar to a lot of people's. When I was 13, 14, started smoking weed here and there. You know, I was always a normal kid before then. It's nothing really too devastating in my life. Had a good family life. I just never really felt like I fit in, and I always had this fear of missing out on something. I always thought that you know, I would be the guy that woke up the next morning and got the call from my friend like, oh man, you missed out on last night, it was awesome. And that was my biggest fear, was missing out and not fitting in. And I believe that played a big part in me getting into drugs. I started smoking weed when I was like 14, and that I quickly learned that I couldn't stop. I got on probation, failed every drug test, went to jail numerous times, juvie numerous times. Once I was on probation, I quickly realized that I could do drugs that got out of my system faster, and that led to coke and meth. And then things got really bad. Things got really bad from there. I started selling meth, kept going to jail all the time, and things went downhill very fast. At my very most bottom point, when I was 17 years old, I found heroin, and it was all gone from there. I had arrived, and it started off small, smoking it, and that escalated very fast, and I went to the needle. I quickly realized that I was doing much more than I had funds for, and I had to start selling this stuff. Escalated a lot of situations that I should have died, and that I truly believe that somebody was watching out for me, because there was a lot of things that I shouldn't be here right now. A lot of things that happened. Selling heroin quickly escalated into a lot of other things, and I went to prison for 13 months in Nevada, and you know, got out and thought that I could just start drinking again, and it was, you know, I did just drink for a little while, but then I really drank. I really drank a lot, and that became a huge problem, and it ultimately led me back to the love of my life, which was heroin at the time. You know, I hear now that, you know, anything that you do will ultimately lead you back to your favorite poison, and it's completely true. And I never realized that until now. I got in trouble again. I went to prison again, and I got on probation, got kicked out of the state of Nevada, and ended up in the Sunshine State. I'm now here. I just went on a little 3-month run, and I wasn't in prison. I wasn't homeless like I have been before. I had a job. I had 2 jobs. I had a car. I had a house. I had a girlfriend. I was going to the family functions, and that was the most exhausting and tiring run, mentally, physically, and emotionally, that I've ever been through. I would take being homeless again, any day of the week. Keeping this whole facade up of, you know, going to the family functions, getting high in the bathroom, and coming out to the barbecue. It was exhausting, and I couldn't do it. It literally only took me 3 months to get right back to the place that I was. My mom found out about it. Me and my brother were both using together, and ended up in Palm Partners. She had just met Peter Harrigan about a week before this, and the next day we were in here. She just said, I have this friend Peter, you guys are going to go there. And I believe that was my higher power. You know, I believe 100% I was supposed to be here. And I mean, I came in saying I'll do detox, and that's it. And I was intent on that. That was my intentions. I didn't want to be gone for longer than 7 days, and here I am 58 days later, and couldn't be happier that I stayed. I have made better friends in here than I ever had in my entire life. I am happier today than I've ever been in my entire life. When I came in here, I was very scared. I was scared to leave. I was scared that I was always going to have this obsession to drink and do drugs, and it was lifted very quickly for me. And it wasn't that hard. I mean, people ask me like how I do this, and they put me up on a pedestal kind of, and I'm just like, dude, like, don't put me on a pedestal. All I did was shut up and did what I was told. It's not that serious. And that's it, you know. That's all you have to do, take suggestions. My life is 100 times better than it has ever been before right now. And it's only going to get better from here. Palm Partners helped me out a lot. I have nothing but respect for them. And I thank everybody that helped me out here. They really do treat you like a person and not just a number. This program is completely different than any rehab I've ever been to. It's a lot about self-empowerment, and it's very, very different. It's not just treating the fact that you do drugs. It changes your entire life in every way, every aspect. It really changes your life. If you have a problem with drugs, if somebody you know has a problem with drugs, a loved one, anything, get help. It gets bad really fast if you don't do anything about it. And it can only go up if you actually try. It's not that hard. People say it's going to be the hardest thing you do in your life, but it's not. It's the simplest thing you're going to do.